What's going on, everyone? Investor here. It's time for my weekly portfolio update. So if you're new here, please hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss any new videos. So today's video is going to cover the last 2 weeks. So I was sick last week, and I don't really think videos sound too good with the super hoarse voice. So decided just to roll it into this week and kind of just do a 2 week video for you guys and show you what I've been up to there. So I was able to deposit $275 into the account, kind of my typical 275 I do every 2 weeks there. But you can see my account is sitting at just over $27,900 here at $27,910 and 55 cents. So the last 2 weeks in the market have just been fantastic. So I was up about $1,550 over the last 2 weeks once you subtract that deposit out. So again, fantastic weeks. I think even to close the trading week this last week here on Friday, with the Feds announcing that they're going to more or less likely cut rates and whatnot, market shot straight up, so it really helped out a lot. But the last 2 weeks have been fantastic for me, at least in my portfolio. So hopefully it was kind to your guys's. So I received 5 dividend payments the last 2 weeks. We'll get into that here in a minute. And pretty much spent the time dollar cost averaging, really working on the positions that were down a little bit, and now most of them, I think, with the exception of one, are all in the green. So you'll be able to see that here shortly. And I did sell off one more position, still, trying to condense and restructure the portfolio. I saw an opportunity to let one go that, just as I was restructuring and looking at things, just didn't want to hold on to it any longer. I guess just didn't fit the bill for me anymore. So, especially when there's other holdings that I want to pursue even more. So let that just be some advice from me to you, is just, don't be afraid. If things don't align with your overall investing goals or your needs at the time, doesn't mean you need to hang on to it. If you find an opportunity to get rid of it, get rid of it. If it's something you want to hold on to, then great. Just you got to understand why you got into it in the first place, and if it continues to be what you want it to be. If it doesn't, no harm, no foul. Go ahead, sell it off, collect whatever profit you had off of it, or if you're taking a loss, whatever, and move on. And then put it into something that you think will be even better. So this upcoming week, same kind of, going to dollar cost average. I'm going to continue to focus on, the ones that are low or in the red. Most of mine are in the green right now, so ones that are kind of still teetering on the brink there, it's kind of be where my focus is. No deposits slated for the upcoming week, and I am scheduled to receive 2 dividend payments, I believe, on next Friday. So let's jump over to the spreadsheet, and I'll show you what I've been up to. All right, guys, taking a look at the spreadsheet. See quite a bit of stuff to go over. I think first thing we'll take a look at here is if you're noticing the minus 18.205. As I did mention here, I did take the opportunity to condense the portfolio and decided Starbucks just didn't fit the bill anymore for me. Still like the company. Just after reevaluating some things, I decided it was time to go. So after I think it was 2 weeks ago or so, they appointed that new CEO that they took from Chipotle. The stock went up about 16, 17%. I'll show you here. Nice big jump. And that catapulted it from the red into the green. So I decided that I'll just take what profit I had from it and reinvest that money into the holdings that I'm kind of looking to really enhance at this time. So nothing against Starbucks like that. I just, like I said, just didn't fit the portfolio anymore and didn't fit my investing needs. So for right now, I decided that it needed to go. So sold off my entire position there. And if you look at the 365 history, you'll see it's still in the red. But see this nice little bounce over here. So it's where it jumped up, and I took the opportunity there. So Starbucks is no longer part of the portfolio. So jump back up to the top. You see 0.599 shares of SCHD, really just adding to the position. Realty 0.282. This was from the drip. I didn't add any out of pocket, just strictly from the drip. 3 full shares of ABR, really just trying to add to that position while it's still, $11, $12 a share. Altria Group, almost a full share there, just adding for the goal for the year. Energy Transfer 0.387 was strictly from the drip. Pepsi 0.861, adding for the goal for the year there. Just dollar cost average into that a couple of different days. Procter & Gamble 0.317 added to a little bit here. You can see I don't have a big position in that one, so I wanted just to get a little bit more into that one. It's still doing relatively good, but wanted to just kind of beef it up a little bit. So Colgate-Palmolive, just over a full share here. This is adding just as a goal for the year, as well as the drip. So totaled out to just over 1 share. Of course, the Starbucks. Walmart, just been on a tear lately, been doing really well, so I wanted to add a little bit more to that position. You'll see the 0.001 of Apple was from the drip. Apple's dividend isn't the best, but most of us, or I would say most of everybody's probably not getting into Apple for the dividend. So, and then Nvidia, I added just under half a share, and Nvidia's been on a tear the last 2 weeks as well. So, it's back into the green on that one, and you'll see the 365 history. So, nice little spike again here, especially with the last 2 weeks, the way the market has been. So, quite a few additions, one subtraction, really beefing up the portfolio as best I can. So let's jump across. So you'll notice here everything is in the green with the exception of Tesla, but it is coming back a little bit. So we'll see what Tesla decides to do. So overall, up $3,445 in the portfolio, or just over 15%. So jump down the list here. You see Realty's doing really well, over 5. Coke's doing really well. Jeppy. So ABR, this is one, like I said, I was trying to beef up the position a little bit. So still kind of trying to rebound after that FBI probe. SCHD, almost $700 up on SCHD. So I'm really been trying to add to that position, really beef it up. So that way next quarter's dividend will be even nicer than the last. I believe the last one was like their highest. So that way, if it does come down a little bit, I still make the same amount of dividend income from it. Energy Transfer's doing well. Altria Group, I think, consistently keeps hitting, once or twice a week. It's new 52-week high, so it's doing really well, almost $400 up. Tesla is what it is. Pepsi's up 134, so doing relatively well. Procter & Gamble. So FXAIX, still adding to this one where I can. Johnson & Johnson's up. Colgate-Palmolive's doing really well. Vici, and O kind of went up together, so hopefully these ones will continue to go a little higher now that the Feds may look at starting to drop rates down a little bit. Again, Starbucks, so you can see it was $207 profit once I sold out of that one, counting the $6.83 worth of dividend. But I believe I'm going to receive a dividend for them coming this next Friday, so that position will go up just a little bit more. And I'll leave it on spreadsheet though until that happens, just so that we can see the final total. Walmart, like I said, has been on a tear. It's doing really well, so trying to add to the position. You can see I only have the 6, well, I'll call it 7 shares there. Apple, not even a full share just yet. Well, basically, but I'm still up $16. And then Nvidia up 257. So take a look at the chart. With the exception of Tesla, everything is up. So can't complain about where the portfolio is right now. Part of dollar cost averaging is to keep putting money in when it's up and when it's down. So, we'll keep pushing forward on that. So jumping across, you see quite a few dividends received. So Jeppy 1503 received I think the last, was it 2 weeks ago? So 1695 there brings the total to 115.31 for the year. And Energy Transfer was $6.11, so $17.22 received on that one. Procter & Gamble received $3.50. And Colgate-Palmolive was $5.16, so trying to beef that one up. And then the big time 24 cents here from Apple. So far for the month, the grand total is $121.15. See, I'm slated to receive right about $139. So I've still got those 2 payments left, and I believe they're both coming in on Friday. So see, portfolio now has 17 holdings, averaging $127 a month, or $15.88 a day. So not bad, like getting rid of the QY and the JEPY and those things. If you've been following along, really kind of is, and eventually once Tesla goes, it's really going to take its toll on the average for the month. But that's okay. I'm in it for the long haul, so I'll be happy with what I receive. So we'll just keep plugging away. Eventually the numbers will come back. Jump over the chart. So good news is that with these dividend payments, I have now crossed over the 1,000 mark for the year. I love to see that 4-figure number there at least. So received $1,016.53 so far this year in dividends. I have never received that, or even close to that. You can see all of last year, and we'll get to that in a minute, was a third of that. So nice. Moving along. The pies and everything are all up to date. If you want to take a look there, pause the video. industry, taking out the Starbucks and the consumer staples there, trying to even things out a little bit. Goals for the year coming along. So Altria Group just over 15 shares left. Colgate's going to be a bit of a stretch, and Pepsi just 6.5 shares basically to get the goal for the year there. So hopefully I'll be able to hit that. Obviously already hit the goal for the year for the portfolio value. So if you have been following along, if you haven't, you can go check out that video when I hit that mark, and you can see obviously I'm just about to hit 28 grand, so we're pushing along. So, and I mentioned the last video that I made here about 2 weeks ago that I'm going to try to push and see if I can't get it to 35 before the year end. Kind of just a new goal since I hit that one so early in the year. I think it was middle of July. So we'll see where we can go. For the third quarter, so I'm down 13.9% over quarter two, but we still have a lot of quarter left. So hopefully I can get that to match. You can see how close these two blue bars here are. So hopefully this one will come up a little bit higher. The goal is to ultimately just be every quarter to be higher than the previous quarter. Doesn't have to be triple digits and things like I was doing over here. Obviously I was new last year and just starting. You see the first quarter of this year, but starting to level off a little bit. But as long as each one is better than the prior, you can see that we've got some work to do there. So $1,016.53 so far received this year. Like I said, all of last year I only received $355. So kind of 3x'd my figure there. So total dividends received $13.71.56, or a monthly average of $68. So not bad. I'm not putting a lot of money into a specific holding and things like that. Really, a lot of the yield max stuff, trying to really beef that up. Just trying to play I guess more or less the safe and steady route, and just let it grow. And in 20 years, we'll see where we're at. So projected income, CO is basically right at the 200 mark where I'm trying to get. So SCHD, I gotta get a little bit more. Altria Group will get there, and so will Pepsi. So eventually, hopefully, get all of these to that 200 mark, with the exception of probably Nvidia and Apple, because Nvidia's dividend I think is 1 cent, and Apple's is like 4 cents. So it's going to take a lot to get those there, but these other ones should be manageable to get those around the 200 per year mark. So trend line still up and up. August here, you can see the nice big spike that we had at the end of July, or for July. Hopefully I can get this August figure up to be a nice little bit bigger peak than these prior peaks here, because this one's going to be tough to beat, I think, for now. But that is about what I've got for you guys. So like I said, pretty busy the last 2 weeks. Even when I was sick, whatever, I still found the time to try to get a trade in or two, so that's what's nice about this is, if you're sick, you're on vacation, you just don't feel like doing anything for the day or whatever the case is, the money in the portfolio is still working for you, but you've got to get the money in, you've got to get it working, you've got to get those soldiers out and fighting the battle for you. So, if you guys don't have a lot of money, put it in. Just start with what you can. You can see I only deposit like 200 something bucks on average, every couple weeks when I get paid, assuming that I don't work any overtime or anything like that. But I've been putting in a lot of overtime to really fund the account. That's how I've been able to do what I do. So if you guys have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Let me know what you think of this video here. Like I said, quite a few things. Let me know if you think Starbucks was a good play or if I should have held on to it. But to me, like I said, I think it was just an opportunity for now so I can put the funds into some other things. So let me know. Guys, please hit that subscribe button if you haven't. I will catch you guys next week. Happy investing.